Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Ship It and Sip It. I'm very excited to have our head of design here in the studio with us, Lena Grechits. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, hello.
And I'm very excited also because you're the first guest to suggest that we drink champagne on the show.
I don't know. It's just like a small holiday. Yeah, I don't know. Just I have this mood to have something more interesting and more playful.
Right. And it does bring a festive mood and also a new challenge for your host.
Yeah, with cool faces. Yeah.
Right. So you have been the head of design now for just over 4 months. How do you feel about it?
Feel pretty well. Yeah, it's just a really new experience for me. I've never managed people before, and I've never been in such a role. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's also challenging because, like in the beginning, I had a lot of ideas, energy, and then you just open this many Google Sheets, and you just single them. Yeah. But still, now I understand how to work with them and how to work in this different mode. Yeah, so now I think that planning has really changed in my life, and it's really helped me.
All right. Well, congratulations and cheers. We'll talk all about the plans. Before we get into all the new things that you want to do with design and the new things that you and the team have already done, can you just describe a little bit from a high level what the design team looks like now for any founders that might work with us in the future? How big is the team? How does it work within individual products and projects throughout the Paralect world?
Okay. So we have now a team in like 15 people, I think. They all really good professionals, and not just professionals. They're really great people, and we are friends with all of them, I think. Yeah, we spend a lot of time, and not just in company, but also we have some informal events and try to like spend more time together, just not to be just colleagues. Yeah, and I would say that like for me, design role is really important in different projects, in like startups for sure, because designer is the person who starts in the very beginning with business analyst or product manager, and they understand the application from like really basic level in the very beginning. So yeah, I think that there is a lot of work that designers should do, not just understand, but create something that will fit not only for founder who want to create this product, but also for users and for people. I don't really like word users, very technical.
Let's talk about people and customers if they're buying something, right? Yeah.
The role of designer is really important because they need to fit all these requirements, not from only founder, but from different sides, and also to make it work well for real people, and so they not suffer while they're using the product.
Yeah, it's definitely a vital role for the teams and for the founders. And I'm curious, for the designers, because there usually is just one on each product team, right? So how do you, as the head of design, as the leader of this group of sort of individuals scattered across different teams, how do you guys sort of cross-collaborate, cross-pollinate ideas, share feedback with each other, try and make sure that everyone is designing in the right way, the best way that they can on each individual product?
I would say that I really like the atmosphere in our team, because we not only like working on projects and sometimes see other designers, but we have special meetings twice a week. The first one is called like design sync. It's where we share our latest updates, our new projects, our like maybe some tools that we found, some new techniques. We also share experience, and we also have one moderator every week who is responsible to find a new topic, a new tool, something to share. So this is how we work. And the second call, it calls design review. It's where we share our work, like really sharing our screen in Figma and show for example, interesting solutions, or we can ask questions like, can you review please this, like colors, is they good or no? Or, I mean, it's not only about colors for sure. But yeah.
Is the button big enough?
Yes. Yeah, and also we try new things. For example, we tried several weeks ago a call for one specific problem. So it was one project, and this designer asked to hang out and brainstorm on solution, because it was like a complex solution, and maybe half an hour is not enough for this. And to just dive deep into this problem and find the best solution, and like not one solution, several solutions, and analyze them. What is the best? We decided to have this one meeting only for the one problem. And I think it's not. It was the first one, but I think we will continue this practice.
That's really good. And I think it's important that founders sort of know that even though they might be just talking with Lena as the designer on their product, or someone else from the team, that designer also has sort of that support system, a bigger library of knowledge and experience to create the best solution for them.
For sure, every designer have their own experience. And for example, some of them can create cool logos. Some of them can work with typography or with animation or with 3D. And when you work on the project and you don't have some skill, you can ask anyone. You can ask another person, another designer, to help with conducting usability interviews. You can ask the help to create some 3D, some logo, and etc. Yeah, so it's really cool that we are collaborating in this way with our team, and we are really close.
For sure. And speaking of design team collaborations, the latest one is called Brick, and it is a design library. It is a new website. Tell us what it is and who it's for.
It's so a new initiative, and I'm really proud of this. I'm really proud not of like having it in general, but I'm proud of publishing it, and that it's not how that it helps not only for our designers and like people in Paralect, but now it can help anyone in the world, and we can receive feedback from like everyone and improve it for really many teams and many products. So basically it's a design library where we collect like tips, knowledges, some processes. For example, my favorite part, I think we will speak about it later with about usability testing. So for example, one page separate for template for usability testing. So you can basically take all these scripts and just prepare usability testing in 1 hour. For sure, for different product it's different, but it really save time for preparing. Also we have tips how to write text, how to name buttons. I don't know, maybe I speak too much.
No, it's okay. I'm curious, what is the target audience for? Is it to help other designers design better? Is it to help founders to better understand design and design choices and practices? Is it for other team members like BAs and developers to understand design? Who can find what sort of value within it?
Yeah, I can tell a bit about how this idea appeared. And actually, it wasn't just one moment when we decided that, we need this library. It actually was several people who told us about this, not told us, they just shared it in some conversations. For example, we had a conversation with our BA specialist, and I think, and they told us, it would be good. I have one project where I don't have a designer, but I have some questions about how to write text, how to write errors, and where I can find this information. It was a moment where I found that our BA team has their templates for projects. They can write requirements really fast, and they like every time when I face some problem on the project, I just research again and again for the same questions because my memory is not really perfect. We just realized that it would be good to have one source of truth, let's say, to collect all this knowledge and just return to them where we know where to find it, and it's always there. Yeah, and like several days ago, we decided to create personas and understand really for who are we working and doing this. And the first persona was the teams. Actually, it can be developers, it can be product managers, anyone who don't have design expertise or designer in the team, so they can just go to this library and check all the questions. Not all, for now it's not really huge. The second one is for sure designers who want to improve their expertise. It's and it's also good for our team because we write all materials by ourselves, and we also present them on our design calls, and it really helps to improve experience in the team. And for sure the third person is persona, founder. Yeah, because just they can understand our approach for work, they can see our expertise, and they can be sure that we create cool products.
All right, so that is Brick as it stands now. I'm sure it's going to continue to be updated, expanded, shared more on your social accounts and other creators' social accounts. So follow along. What's the website now? It's Brick. Follow along at brick.paralect.com and find out all about our approach to design.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about you for a little bit and your journey as a designer and now a leader in design. Was that something that you always sort of thought that you would aspire to or grow into a leadership role? I know some of the conversations online are like, I just want to be an individual contributor and I want to design forever and I don't want to manage people. Management is a bad word, but other people, they see that move up as the next logical step, whether it's for different responsibilities, more money, whatever the reasons are. So how about you? Did you always think you were going to be a leader?
Yeah, actually, I thought about this question, and no, actually half a year ago, I thought about this journey, and I thought that I want to improve my skills as a designer. I want to do more researches. I want to be really good to UX specialist. But then I just got this opportunity and I took it. But now I think that I see the background, my background, that, for example, my parents, they've been managers for almost the whole their life. My grandpa was principal in school. So it seems like something is inside me about management, but for sure it's just really new role for me, and many things that I face, it's really challenging me. So it's not like my real wish, but this is just an opportunity that I got, and I'm really happy about this.
Good. And looking back, maybe even today, you can share some of your people that inspired you as a designer. Were there any people particularly or brands who you looked up to when you were growing as in the profession as like, I want to design things like? But who were those people or brands for you?
Actually, it's a difficult question because I can never say like 1-2 names. I can never say like brand, for example. I'm just inspired by like people in general. I like to see different presentations, different like people on stage when they say like motivational things.
Maybe we can rephrase it a little bit. Are there any products that you use, could be digital or non-digital, that inspire, that you really like bring you joy from a design perspective?
Yeah, for sure. I have different product that I like, and at least it's Notion, because it started like a really tool for one goal, and still it really fits my needs, and I really like it, and I follow the journey of the designer who created Notion, and like it's interesting to see how they work. For sure, like huge brands like Figma and Spotify and Netflix, they create like really great things. Yeah, it's just nothing really special, but this product that I use every day, and they're inspiring me for like creating this really cool experience.
Cool, thank you. And I guess the last question about your background that I have is, I scrolled all the way down your LinkedIn experience, expanded at the bottom to see, you know, I love to find people's different career journeys, and found that you had started 6-7 years ago in marketing before you pivoted into design. So I'm curious, why did you make that switch? Was there something you didn't like about marketing, or something that really drew you to design?
Yeah, if you speak about marketing, it was not really my solution. It was like advice from my parents, because I didn't know what to do in my life after school. It's difficult. Yeah, so my dad told me that probably marketing will fit you, and I'm like, yeah, probably. Yeah, so I just studied marketing and started to work as a marketing in a sport company, and I would say that I was really bad marketer. It's funny, but really I didn't have I don't know what, but I didn't have like some huge figure that could inspire me, or I don't know what, but for some reason I don't really like marketing. I was bad marketer, and yeah, just it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, if you speak about switch.
Yeah, but the switch, what, you looked at design and said, I could do that, or how did it happen?
You know, it's interesting because now I understand how to work. I understand, like, for example, I open Spotify and I understand that designer created this rounded button, this like play button. They wrote all this text and etc. But when I was in my university, I didn't realize that this product that I see in like my laptop and my phone was created by someone. Someone just drew this circle and things. I don't know. It just didn't work in my head, and. Then I started to work in the company whose product was diaries for school, and like step by step I realized how the product works and who created them. I decided that probably is my like sphere of interest, and I decided to try. I just went to the courses and started to work as a freelancer, and then. And then started my journey as a product designer.
All right. You've mentioned Spotify a couple times. I wonder if we could go off script a little bit and do a little Spotify design roast, because there's something I noticed about it that I really don't understand from a design perspective. So I have Spotify. Let's open Spotify. So if I'm on the home page, right? I'm on the home page. You've got the play bar at the bottom. You always know that that's there, like that's where the play button is, right? But if I search for something, let's say Shuma. You like Shuma?
Yeah.
All right, so I searched for Shuma, and I found Shuma. The play bar is still here, and there's the play button that I'm used to using at the bottom, right? But that's playing whatever I played before. And when I search for Shuma, I want to play Shuma, right? So now I have to go up here to get to the next thing. So what do you think about that? It's like this button is really sticky for me. So I find myself often playing whatever I was listening to 4, 5, 6 hours ago when I want to actually play a new thing.
Yeah, for me, it's just a question about user flow, because as I understand, most people, how they use Spotify, they're listening for this music that is on the bottom with this like sticky bar. When they search for something, they still want to listen to the same song that they was listening. Maybe they search Schumann not to listen like this music for now. They want to add them to liked or to some playlist. For me, it's just two different parallel experience and two different goals. The thing that you are listening for now and thing that you are looking maybe for to turn on or maybe to just get some information or check some songs.
Okay. Interesting. We can cut all that out if you want. I think Spotify's cool. It was a good design roast. Maybe I'm just old.
Who knows?
Switch to actually talking a little bit more about design as we already have started. What would you say is your favorite part of early stage product or startup design? Is it mock-ups for an app? Is it the landing page itself? Is it the pitch deck? What do you love about that first part?
Okay, I would say that I have two favorite parts in the beginning of every project. The first one is wireframes. And actually, I'm the kind of person who like to create like really, really ugly wireframes just to draw like some circles, some squares. It's always just black and white, and it's not aligned to like something to like layout. It's really ugly, but I'm really proud of them because it's really fast. I create them like firstly on the paper, and then just move it to Figma to show to the customers, and I can even take a photo of like my drawings and show it. So I think that it's the correct approach because it's just wireframes. It's just about sharing ideas. And the second thing that I really like is usability testing because it's time when you can speak with real people and you can understand their pains, their values, and I really like this, and I think it's like really necessary step for every product, especially for startups.
Right. Let's dive into usability testing now then. We're going to publish a blog post from you about usability testing, and I got a bit of deja vu because when I talked with Victoria, our previous head of design, a year and a half ago, she had just written an article about usability testing, and she had just become the head of design. So is this like the magic key that opens the position, or why did that happen? Is it just coincidence?
Actually, interesting question because we can check it. Yeah. Maybe someone else can write the article and we will check if it works. Yeah, I don't know. Just I'm really a massive fan of usability testing. It's really one of my favorite parts. And why this happens, I don't know. But I think that just now we are more public in Paralect and we build products publicly. And I just try to share my experience about my latest project and how we conducted usability testing there. So yeah, it's just a coincidence.
All right. So tell us about sort of the product and what did you really want to find out from the usability testing? Were you testing the whole flow of onboarding? Was there a specific feature set you were trying to understand?
In the case of my previous project, we tested two things. We tested like for sure general things because registration there wasn't really easy. It has different steps with adding the card, with adding personal information, with like checking your personality, passport and such stuff. Second thing that we checked, it was about the main thing. It was application about investments. And this topic is not really easy, and especially we had not really like trivial assets to invest in, and we just had to understand if it's clear for people or not, how they will work, and in general what they think about this sphere and about these assets. For now it's secret, but I hope that we can speak about it like out loud soon, and I will create this case too.
Timeshares, right?
Yes.
We've published articles about it before.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't published like screens.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for this. Yeah, but it was time.
Show my secret. I look forward to helping to finish that article. It's in my to-do edit box. right now. So we'll publish it coming up here soon. You can find it on probably Growing Products newsletter and website is where we're going to publish that. So we look forward to that. Are there any other recent launches or launches that you'd like to share with us that you're particularly proud of from a design perspective? It can be from you or from anyone in the design team.
Yeah, actually, I have one launch in my mind that I'm really waiting for. We have this project for a really long time in our company, and I'm not the person who is responsible for this. It's Ship UI. I think that people in our company already know about this because this is a tool that helps developers. But also we have kind of separate tool that can help designers, and not only designers. Yesterday I spoke with our BA Ksenia Tsiganok, and she asked me how to create wireframes, and I actually showed her this tool, and it really works for her. I hope that soon we will publish it and people will see this work.
All right,
This was done.
Yeah. Is it going to be like packaged together with Ship?
Yeah, it's kind of connected products. The part that I want and I wait to publish design system, and it's connected to components in like developer sphere. But it's for designers, and it helps to build products really fast if you need not like a really unique solution. Yeah, so for startups, it works really, really well.
Super. So if you're interested in Ship, that's at ship.paralect.com. Soon there will be a design library.
System, yeah.
Yeah, there for everyone to use.
Yes.
So that is our open source product launching kit. And now it's going to have design, which is fantastic. Can't wait to check it out. So it seems like, from my perspective, that we've really increase the speed for sort of prototype and very early stage design for the founders that we're partnering with. What were some of the factors behind that? How have we sort of made it faster?
We have really many approaches to do this. The first one and the most helpful, I think, that we create some templates. At least we have Ship UI inside the company. We really use it a lot. We have some templates for usability testing. Soon I will create a template for audits, for design audits, so it will be faster too. Also, we have different events where people can create something in 1 hour, and Victoria told about this kind of events. And so also we have different pre-sales where people have to create something like in really strict time. It's really challenging and it's really difficult, I know. But like, for example, me, I really like to participate in such activities. I really like pre-sales because you need to create something really fast, something interesting that will be noticed by founder. So I think that we just have different tools to increase our speed, and we are like developing this atmosphere.
Yeah, and experience.
Yeah, sure. Like our team is really experienced and it's really cool. So I think it helps.
Super. When it comes to working with those founders sort of right away in the early prototype stage, are there any things that you've noticed that founders that maybe don't come from a design background or any situation they're in, they tend to overlook when it comes to design? That you find yourself sort of telling the same sort of, hey, but this sort of thing.
Always pushing the idea of conducting usability testing, it's for sure, because this is the way how you can find like feedback from real users really fast. And it's not just some fast feedback like this is cool button, this is no, this works or not. You can really understand what is necessary to improve, what is problematic in this application, on what step it's difficult to go further. And this kind of research and usability testing is really necessary in my opinion. And I always try to push this idea.
another thing that we've changed quite a bit, it seems, over the last couple of years is our increasing reliance on Webflow. What do you think about these no-code website builders in terms of how it works, how the design ends up? Do you like them?
Yeah, I just think that it's not future; it's already our reality. Yeah, and just in my opinion, it's necessary to use them. Like, because if you can create, for example, about Webflow, I think that it's possible for founders to create their website on Webflow, not like without help of designers, developers. They can do it. And for example, if they want to change something on their website, they can do it like easily by themselves. They don't need to wait, like, I don't know, next call or next day to ask, can you please remove this line? Can you please increase the price or something? They can do it by themselves and really easily, and it's just necessary, one of the necessary skill, I think, for founders, for like anyone is in the team. Yeah, and it's not only about Webflow, actually. It's about momentum, for example. Yeah, it's about building something really fast and validating ideas really fast. Yeah, and if you can do like simple tasks by yourself, it's a plus, I think.
For sure. Okay, so Webflow's one stage. It's still pretty complicated. You make it sound very easy, but
yeah, but still, because of the community on Webflow, you can use templates, and templates are already there. You just change text, colors, logo.
We also have templates for startups on paralife.com. Go check them out. Take them, make your website in no time, right? And they're wonderfully, beautifully designed by our design team.
Yes.
All right. So, but taking that a step faster and a step sort of simpler is Momentum, which Igor, our CTO, is building, and we're using it right now with the startups in the Startup Bootcamp. They're creating their pages right now. Brick has created a page in Webflow. I'm curious what you think about it from a design perspective. Obviously, it's fast, but are there certain limitations to what you can do there that
Yeah, actually, it's interesting because exactly yesterday we improved our page on Momentum, and we added our design team there. We added some feedbacks and some information about for who this library is, and it's not really flexible. You cannot change colors, for example, but everything that you need for fast launch, you have there. Again, reviews, text blocks where you can show your goal or, like, I don't know, any information, name, founders, and form with like to collect emails, some action button. It's like everything that you need for a fast start. It's just easily you can get it there. And a huge plus is there you can post from social networks.
right?
Yeah, and you just show that it's something real, something working, working live. Yep. Yeah. Just to show this is the live things. Yeah, I think it really helps.
That really, that I think is the key feature, because I'm curious for your perspective on how this sort of changes how people think about their websites, because before, we would post on social media and my profile on LinkedIn or Instagram or wherever would be optimized for that platform, and I would be writing to increase my followers or whatever, and I would be trying to get people from that platform to my website, then to sign up, to buy the product, to sign up for whatever, email news list, whatever the end goal is, right? And now we have a situation with Momentum where we're actually taking that content back out of the social network or wherever we've written it and embedding it directly into the landing page to show sort of a very instantaneous feed of, it can be anything. It can be a wall of love. You can take somebody else's tweets about your product and put it there. It can be my ideas and my updates on whatever my product is. So does that new dynamic need to be taken into account from any design perspective? Does it sort of change how you might structure the flow of a landing page?
Exactly. It's a new thing on Prelect website where we're not showing that like, oh, we are a really cool company, we can invest, we can build, we can design, but we also show like real people, real faces who is sharing their real work and real projects. And it's just really amazing because, I don't know, I just really like this open approach where you're not hide some secret templates, some like unique approach to design. Like everyone understands how to work, how companies work nowadays. It's not a secret. Like and if you share this more and more, is just the key, I think.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing momentum grow and change in terms of how it's the capabilities and I guess the design as well. I will make one soon for Ship It and Sip It for everyone to sign up for and to provide updates on my guests and different clips from the show. So let's move on, I guess. Let's talk about trends in design. We've already sort of started. Design has always been a very trend-driven thing, I guess. Yeah, that's my perspective from it.
That's true.
Are there any sort of trends now that you look at and say, hey, why? Or that you really like?
It's actually what I can say. I can say only about AI and how it helps designers, and it's kind of both. It's a thing that's already kind of too trendy because like you see it everywhere in every post and everyone uses this, but it's actually what I use in my everyday life. I always ask to like improve my English. I always ask to rephrase something or help with some idea. You know, the last example that I have, and it's really funny. It's like kind of a joke that we have internal project for in Paralect for testers, and we needed to create. One of our designers needed to create a user flow, and it was a bit difficult because you need to work not only inside the application but with real people who will get devices and for a testing, I mean, and they need to give it back. So it was a bit difficult and confusing how to create this notification system and etc. And one of our designers just asked GPT chat how. Please help me to create this flow. We just got some ideas from this flow. It's not just a thing that can remove designers from this flow at all, but you can just brainstorm ideas with not real designers when they don't have time. The funny thing that I promised you, it was about this flow, and the second step of this request was to transform this flow into rap. So it was really funny, and it was really cool. I just want this song in Spotify.
All right, so what do you think about the actual interfaces that we use for these AI tools? Because I find them sort of simple or really awkward and hard to use. So ChatGPT is very simple. It's a text box, right? Text output. But for some of the image, for example, I was looking at Midjourney, and there were some really cool examples. There was actually a post about design, about this guy that was writing different prompts for it to generate different styles of interfaces. So just from single screens to different whole design systems, right? Really cool. I thought, man, I'd love to play with that. And then the flow to get to that point was like, open Discord, sign up for this, figure out how the bots work, and then it was like, this can be easier, right?
Yeah, sure. It's exactly the problem, because I told you about our design calls. The one designer suggested to show Midjourney to everyone, And he started from the phrase like, I decided to show you the flow from the very, very beginning, from sign up. And I would say that he spent like maybe 15 minutes with a lot of errors, with a lot of redirections, just to get there. Like finally, yeah, it was okay. He showed us the flow, but yeah, he spent so much time, and for us it was a goal. But for other people, they can just go and like never think about this journey again.
Yeah. And maybe that's just me in Discord. I really don't like the platform.
It's not just you.
Okay. I don't get it. I'm not a fan. Anytime, and I know it's home to a lot of really good communities and products like Midjourney, but I just can't. Sorry. Just make a website that works.
Please.
Are there any other opinions you have about sort of how we can better design our approach to using these AI tools?
Yeah, for me, it's just interesting to see how it works and how it grows. Yeah, I don't know, because there are a lot of tools. I think it's more than 1,000 tools of AI. Yeah, like even probably like twice or thrice more. Yeah, and there is no only one like advice, but yeah, just you can test, you can experiment, you can just try new things, and yeah, I think that in the like future, in the really not far future,
Tomorrow.
yeah, like tomorrow, these products will work well, and they already work well. But yeah, they will be like more convenient and more useful.
All right, that's almost the end of all the design questions I had for you, but I did want to touch on your ideas about travel, because you've recently been in Poland visiting some of our colleagues and your friends there. Is there a place, now that our team is sort of all around the world, is there a certain place that you'd like to spend a couple months working from into 2023?
Yeah, I actually thought about it, and for me, like my all-time dream destination is Greece. I've been there on a vacation, but I would really like to work from there and yeah, have a trip there for like longer time than like several weeks. Yeah, and also we have one designer who works from South Africa, and yeah, she always promotes this destination. So maybe, maybe this is one of the destinations that I want to go.
Sure. I mean, being that we're in the northern hemisphere and South Africa is in the south, it might be a nice place to spend, winter.
Yeah, probably.
Get spend some time on the beach down there. So, sounds really cool. All right, is there anything else coming up? I know we started with the fact that you're 4 months into your leadership role of the design team. So now that you've understood all the spreadsheets and all the processes that are hidden within the amazing team, are there any changes or new ideas that you'd like to bring out in the next, say, 3-6 months?
Yeah, one of the ideas that I really want to develop and to bring to life is design event, public event, where we can help founders to, like, in just 1 hour or something like this, to improve their product or to suggest something, to review their product. Yeah, so for sure it's important direction now our company to go public, but it's something that I think would be really useful for designers and for founders. Yeah, and in general, I really want our team to improve, to grow expertise, to create interesting solutions, to create great products, and this is our goal.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the invitation. Until next time, everybody, ship it and sip it.